Anne McLellan, Graham Lang, thank you for coming to our law school. We're very excited about it. I have a few questions for you on your week, 5 questions in specific. First question, you went to school with our Dean Cotter.
Yes.
In law school.
I did.
He has said the following, and I quote, "I was a stone-cold fox, a ladies' man." End quote. Anything you want to say about that and his time at Dalhousie?
Brent and I were very good friends. I would not have described him as a ladies' man.
But his hair, did he always have his hair?
Hair? I guess whatever.
We'll move on.
Yes.
We'll move on.
I'm not sure.
Today you talked about the Marana Rare incident.
Yes.
And you have a very unique perspective on it as being the Minister of Public Safety and also being married to a police officer.
I'm not married to a police officer.
Wait. Let me check my notes. You are married to Johnny Law, right?
Yeah. He's a law professor.
Johnny Law. She's married to Johnny Law.
Call him John Law. He gets very upset.
John Law.
John
Police
Law.
officer.
Police officer.
John Law.
Are you sure?
Law professor.
John Law?
Vigilante justice and
Vigilante justice.
No, and you know what? He teaches legal history. So, medieval history, the development of the courts, social justice issues, how they developed through many centuries of time. That's what he teaches.
But his name is John Law.
His name is John Michael Law.
next
Police
question.
officer.
He's not a police officer.
You're here for Social Justice Week.
Yes.
So we're very interested in social justice ourselves,
Right.
as you are.
Yes.
Adam and I don't get invited to many parties. Is there anything you can do?
No, there's nothing I can do. I suggest I don't know. You look in the corporate world these days, there are all these courses where people are going to learn how to be social animals, how the etiquette
Injustice,
required in
be
a party
perpetrated.
situation, or whatever. Maybe you two guys could think about going to one of those courses, and then you might be the hit of the party.
Talking about the hypocrisy of social justice, and you not inviting Adam and I out for dinner tonight with your.
Well, I am a guest of the Dean tonight, and I understand the Dean has invited some students to come for dinner this evening. I don't know who. I am the guest. I'm a guest. So I don't get to define who he invites.
I
as
hope
his
you will
guest.
lobby for social justice tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
While you're at this dinner.
And I'm sure there will be a number of wonderful, non-clumsy students
I
at dinner
can't imagine.
tonight.
I just knocked over a bunch of wine.
Oh, you did that?
Yes,
No, it was me.
he did it.
It was
He
me.
did it.
Was it a rush?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's with Stephen Dion as the new Liberal leader.
That
We
would
now
be
have
Stefan.
Stefan
We are
Dion.
a bilingual
Thank you.
country.
Sorry, very. The environment, of course, has become a big issue. So
Yes.
I was just wanted to get your opinion on this United Nations bill that is before the Commons in the United Nations right now. Just forward, it's UN Bill 1055, quote, "Due to loss of habitat and encroachment by other species, this body would like to place under endangered species status all remaining Alberta Liberals." Now, the question is this: have you seen any in the wild lately?
No,
Or are they extinct?
You know what? I have often described myself as an endangered species. I ended up
Hanging out with
before-
Saskatchewan Liberals?
No, well,
Huddled
that's
together?
right, huddled together, huddled masses. But in fact, I ended up before the last election as the only elected Liberal from the province of Alberta,
That's
because
right.
David Kilgore was sitting as an independent. And yeah, sometimes it gets lonely. But you know what? You've got this group of people. We may be small, but I think we're mighty. And you know what? We just take on adversity. We take on that sometimes almost overwhelming blue coloration.
And you have Ralph Goodale to break the wind.
Well, that's
Which is nice. Unintended, I guess. Okay, final question. The Weekly Lawyer at www.theweeklylawyer.com
Yes. Would that
is
be a
thinking.
plug?
Is that a
You?
plug?
That's a bit of a plug.
We'll be supporting Sheila Fraser for Prime Minister the next election. We feel that she is the only person with the integrity left to do the job. What do you think?
I have enormous respect for the Auditor General. I think that Sheila Fraser has done, in many respects, an outstanding job. I think on any given day in this country, depending on what report she is releasing, she is the most powerful person in this country. I don't think the office of the Auditor General was set up to be the most powerful person in this country.
Yet it is.
Yet it is. But I have enormous respect for Sheila Fraser. She does a tough job. And I think in the world in which we live, people want greater transparency. They want greater accountability. They want to know where their tax dollars are being spent, whether they're getting value for those tax dollars.
So we can
That's
put you
what she
down for
does.
yes? And they were faced with a landslide. What should they do safety-wise?
make sure you get every last vote out to the poll.
Ah, touche. Maybe we get you look in the camera and say, I look at the...
Hold on, start again. Go ahead.
Ready, go.
My name is Anne McLellan, and I love the weekly
Lawyer.com.
Lawyer.com.
Let's do it one more time. One more time. You ready?
And action, McLellan.
Okay. I'm Anne McLellan, and I love weeklylawyer.com. I ask all of you to tune in.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Watch. I like it.
Did you hear that the Oilers traded Ryan Smith? What do you think?
The Oilers trade. Well, I think there was a lot of controversy in Edmonton about Ryan Smith, and so Edmonton will be split.